My name is Josie Shillabeer. I'm a nutritional therapist, and today I'm going to be telling you about my own sulphur intolerance and what I plan to do about it. Over the last decade, I've been on my own health puzzle building journey. By using nutrition and lifestyle medicine techniques, I've been able to rebalance my body after a breakdown in 2012 that led me to experience numerous chronic health conditions, including IBS, chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia, agoraphobia, and panic attacks. I have overcome these chronic health conditions by trying to find the root cause or root causes of each disease. For those who do not know what a root cause means, it is the one or one of the things that you would need to remove, rebalance, or replace in order to remove the problem. For example, my fibromyalgia symptoms significantly reduced when I started to take a supplement containing magnesium and calcium. Therefore, one of the main triggering factors for my pain and discomfort was due to nutrient deficiencies. Other root causes that I have taken my time to work on addressing include the removal of heavy metals from my body, specifically high levels of thallium, mold, specifically arachotoxin A, stress, as well as seeking to rebalance my blood sugars, hormones, nutrients, and my gut microbiome. While I am 90% back to normal, there are still a few lingering imbalances within my body that I am seeking to rebalance, and all of them seem to be associated with a sulphur intolerance. Symptoms. When I eat foods, drinks, or supplements high in sulphur, within a few hours I start to notice some negative symptoms, and within a few days I can feel very unwell. Here is a list of some of the symptoms that I experience when I consume sulphur. Headaches, a feeling of pressure in my head. I feel agitated, anxious, and mildly paranoid. An inability to fall asleep for many hours. You're tired, but your brain just won't shut off. A feeling as if there's a stimulant flowing throughout your body, like an energetic chemical buzzing through your arteries and veins. Mild changes in bowel movements. Mild bloating and wind. Trigger foods, drinks, and supplements. Some of the high sulphur foods, drinks, and supplements that I react to include eggs, dairy such as milk, butter, and yogurt, red meat, cruciferous vegetables such as broccoli, cauliflower, sprouts, cabbage, and kale, allium vegetables including onion, garlic, and leeks, fermented foods, and the supplements sulforaphane and glutathione. When I remove these from my diet, my symptoms go away, and when I put them back in again, my symptoms quickly build back up. I also have a gluten intolerance, and therefore, as you can probably imagine, this can make it very tricky to eat a balanced diet that is also enjoyable. Keep a lookout for my next blog post where I will share with you my 14-day food diary. You'll be able to see what a nutritionist eats and drinks in a day whilst having a sulphur intolerance, to be able to keep my diet both exciting and balanced. Root causes. While I am a nutritionist, it doesn't mean that I have all of the answers. I'm going to start by sharing with you what has not worked for me, but it could work for you. Eliminating the sulphur-causing foods, drinks, and supplements for a few weeks, and reintroducing them again one by one slowly. Trying to keep consuming sulphur and see if I can push through. Hydroxycobalamin, B12 supplementation. Molybdenum supplementation, both chewing and swallowing the supplement. Calcium D-glucarate supplementation. And trace mineral supplementation. I would highly recommend a book called The Devil in the Garlic if you have or you suspect that you have a sulphur intolerance. I'll put a link in the description box below. The root cause, but not the root cause. Secondly, I have found the root cause, but not the root cause of the root cause. That probably makes no sense, so I'll explain what I mean. 18 months ago, I decided to see a kinesiologist, as I knew that I had a sulphur intolerance, but after trying all of the recommendations I could find, I still hadn't found my root cause. After a few months of seeing my kinesiologist, I got to experience being free from my sulphur intolerance for the first time in years. I took an antimicrobial supplement called Candibactin, which is now discontinued, that helped me to kill off some of the bacterial overgrowth within my small intestine, also referred to as SIBO or small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, and my large intestine, LIBO, large intestinal bacterial overgrowth. After taking the antimicrobial for 6 weeks, I was able to reintroduce sulphur-rich foods like eggs and broccoli with no symptoms. I was ecstatic, as I was not only able to eat more exciting foods, my energy levels, anxiety, hormone balances had also improved, and I felt like the old me again. However, after about 2 weeks, I started to notice that my energy levels began to dip again, and mild headaches started coming back. I put this down to my menstrual cycle, but unfortunately a week later all of my old symptoms came back again. The bacteria within my digestive system had built back up again, and I was back to square one. Over the last 18 months, I have tried a range of different antimicrobial supplements, including oregano, erva ursi, allicin, berberine, and grapefruit seed extract. In May 2023, I really thought I'd cracked it, as I got to experience my first 5 weeks of being free from my sulphur intolerance. However, it came back just in time for my holiday abroad, which was all you can eat. I didn't notice the symptoms when I was away, and put the initial poor sleep and anxiety down to being in a new environment. I ate so many eggs, lots of lovely onion-rich dishes, and little bits of dairy here and there. It quickly became one of the most traumatic holidays I've ever had. My heart was racing, my thoughts irrational and out of control. I was unable to sleep, I couldn't relax, and I was getting more and more agitated as the days went on. By the time I got on the plane home, my anxiety was through the roof, and I spent the entire flight feeling like I couldn't breathe. Once home, I finally realised what had happened. I came back off the sulphur-rich foods and all of my negative symptoms went away. I was once again back to square one. I have therefore found the root cause of my sulphur intolerance: gastrointestinal dysbiosis, also known as gut microbiome imbalance. However, I do not know the root cause of the gastrointestinal dysbiosis. I have numerous theories of what might be causing this imbalance, and I plan to experiment with each of them until I finally find my root cause. There are numerous potential causes that could be leading to the imbalances in bacteria and other microbes within my gastrointestinal system. Some of these I'm very aware of as a nutritionist, such as stress, vagus nerve activity, and probiotics, whereas others I have less knowledge of, or I do not currently know about them at all. During spring and summer of 2024, I'm going to be trying out 2 specific theories. An underfunctioning gallbladder and pancreas has been linked to gastrointestinal dysbiosis, especially SIBO, small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. Secondly, tension or structural issues in my neck could be pinching my vagus nerve, causing messaging issues from my brain to my digestive system and vice versa. The vagus nerve is the largest nerve in the body and links the brain to the gut, sending messages from one to the other. If the correct signals are not being sent to control the digestive system properly, it could lead to gastrointestinal dysbiosis. Some of the things that I plan to do are: take herbal bitters to support the quality and quantity of my bile being released from my gallbladder, taking a supplement containing ox bile and digestive enzymes, seeking the support of an osteopath for my neck, and focusing more on taking time to eat slowly and trying to relax for a short while eating to help support my digestive system. Over the coming months, I'll be posting about my experiences as I try to rebalance my body with the aim of being able to consume sulphur again. Subscribe to this channel to follow along with my journey, and if you head over to thehealthpuzzle.co.uk to our recipe directory, you'll be able to click on each recipe and see if it's low sulphur or not. Thank you for watching and happy puzzling!